This is a question to everybody. I made lemon ricotta pancakes for the first time this weekend. Did you know the ricotta and lemon ricotta pancakes is ricotta cheese?
Justin, you're kidding, right?
No.
What did you think it referred to?
Wait a minute.
A
I thought it
different
was
type
just
of another thing named ricotta? Like, I'm so confused.
I didn't know.
We all knew is the answer. Yes, we all knew.
Hi, Justin.
Hey, Lindsay.
This is pretty wild.
Are you ready?
Hello, cuties, and welcome back to another episode of Perspectives of Pop Culture. I'm Lindsay, and this is Justin, and we're really tired.
That is a vast understatement.
Understatement of the year.
Yeah, tired, but this is our Jordan episode.
Our Jordan or oh, okay, he's 23. I thought Kobe
I think
was.
so. It'd be really no. Kobe is like 24 and 8. God damn it, Lindsay! You got me double checking myself this early in the fucking episode.
It's okay. We love that for us. You know, we're learning just like the rest of us. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
We can't be perfect. Just like me with my camera today. My camera battery didn't get charged this week. We were hosting. I don't know what happened, and now I'm using my video from my laptop, and it looks ugly, and it's all that I can look at, and I've tried tinkering, and this is it. So we're off to a good start.
It's totally fine. By the way, I was right. He is 23, so this is our Jordan episode.
Woo woo swoosh.
Woo woo. So
What
speaking
is Michael
of
Jordan? Air Jordan? Yeah, swoosh. I was right. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't like doing an Adidas thing or a Nike thing for an Adidas athlete, you know? We don't need like a Drake and Kanye song about it, you know?
Sometimes our lack
Check Silver
of
Stripes,
knowledge,
whatever it is.
sometimes our lack of knowledge of sports is probably worrisome to most.
It is.
But then we don't care.
We don't care. We're evolving. You know what? We're sharpening a tool in our toolbox that we haven't used.
Exactly.
And
I don't
for that,
see
I'm proud of us.
others trying to get outside their comfort zone and master a different subject
it's
they
their
care
fault.
nothing about.
It's their fault we're bad at sports.
Exactly. It's on you.
It's on you. I'm dead. Okay, so Justin and I are like delusional to the nth degree. We're so tired. Justin had a crazy night shift. I'm coming off 8 days of hosting my in-laws. And my mom comes on Wednesday. So Gonzo and I have a 2-day turnaround for a new set of mom, you know, and we have to be just as awake and happy and excited, which we are. We're so excited that she's coming and my aunt's coming with her. But we're exhausted. And I have been telling people if I can make it through 8 days with my in-laws, 2 days off, and then 7 days with my mom, like with Gonzo, and we don't get a divorce, like we're solid for life.
Oh, absolutely. Look, this is the thing that Jackie and I have talked about, and I think people kind of gloss over. Having people stay with you is a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who it is, by the way. Whether it's a mom or a friend, it's just a lot.
You can love them to the nth degree. They can be your best friends, everything. But it is more energy on your part. And it's not like a negative. It is not us saying we don't want people to visit us.
No, I absolutely adore when people come to visit me. Like
Exactly.
I get so excited.
Yes, but it is tiring and exhausting. Like when I was making the bed after our last visitors, I literally asked Jackie, I was like, we ain't got nobody staying with us for a while, right? Because I hate making this damn bed because it's like in the corner. So getting that corner
I forgot
sheet
you guys
on,
moved the room around. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's bad.
It's bad. So we don't have anybody for like a month. Thank the Lord.
Well, I'm happy for you. We had such a good time with Gonzo's mom and Gustavo. They absolutely loved Hawaii, which it's so fun. It was their first time visiting us since we've moved here. So it was so fun to show them around, like show them what our day-to-day is like, show them Gonzo's office, like just see them excited by like the fruit trees in our yard and all the different beaches. And his mom took a photo of literally everything. It's all on Facebook. If you guys want to see exactly what we did at every moment of the day, there is an unflattering photo of me to prove it on Gonzo's mom's Facebook, per usual. No,
She
there's
doesn't check
no
with you at this
worse
point?
photos of me out on the internet than what's on Gonzo's mom's Facebook page. And like, I can't. What is a girl to do? What is a girl to do?
She doesn't double check with you before she posts?
No, and like she doesn't have to. Like we don't have like a lot of crossover, so it's not like a big deal.
Facts.
But the one thing I did say, I was like, please no photos of me in my bikini. Like I am not comfy with that. I'm just like an insecure body image girly, and I just don't want a photo of an unflattering photo of me in my bikini on the internet. So she was of course respectful of that, but she was like telling me I'm crazy. And yeah, but it was so fun. They got us a barbecue.
Nice. I was wondering where the barbecue came from and like out of nowhere, and that's nice. And you've been grilling up a storm lately.
Oh my god, I made the best salsa verde. Just
that looked bomb.
Not to toot my own horn, but that was my first time ever making salsa verde, and I killed it.
Speaking of firsts, this is a question to everybody. I made lemon ricotta pancakes for the first time this weekend. Did you know the ricotta and lemon ricotta pancakes is ricotta cheese?
Justin, you're kidding, right?
No.
What did you think it referred to?
Wait a minute.
A different type of ricotta? Another thing named ricotta? Like, I'm so confused.
I didn't know.
We all knew is the answer. Yes, we all knew.
So wait, I'm looking up the recipe the night before, and the first one comes up. It says ricotta cheese. I was like, that's weird. Next, I looked up 4 different recipes. Like this has
You're
to be
lying
wrong.
to me. You're lying to me, Justin.
And then I finally realized. I was like, oh shit, ricotta cheese and pancakes. That's nasty.
This is like the Galleria and the Grove all over again. Did you guys know lemon ricotta pancakes has ricotta in it? Yeah, only by the name.
I literally had to ask Jackie, like, what? Because I don't know. This goes back to Jackie asking me to buy random cheeses from Trader Joe's, and it takes me forever to find them because I don't know what they look like. So she had to point out ricotta cheese to me. I made the They were bomb, but weird as shit that cheese goes in pancakes. What?
Was Jackie like, Justin, my love, are you okay? Like, of course, we all knew that there's ricotta in these pancakes.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the things that I just don't know. And she's just like, really?
Yeah, but she's nicer about it than I am. She's a little more supportive. Like, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. She's
let me
just
teach
like,
you about this.
You didn't have them as a kid. It's okay.
I'm like, exactly. Justin, you psychopath.
So anyway, back to your salsa verde. I made lemon ricotta pancakes. They were great.
That sounds good. You need to send me that recipe. I've never made lemon ricotta pancakes.
They were so bomb. Now I want to make a compote with it.
Is it compote or compote?
God damn it. Yes, it's compote, but I like compote. It makes it sound a little French.
Honestly, I bet you in Europe they say compote. So, you're just well traveled.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've been barbecues in the South American culture, especially Argentinian, is a necessity in the home. So they were mortified to find out that we did not have a barbecue when they arrived. And Gustavo, bless his soul, was like, we have to go get these kids a barbecue. Like, it was important to him that he went and got one for us. And they told me, but they didn't tell Gonzo, so they surprised him with the barbecue, and he was very excited about it. And now the barbecue's now mine, and I have taken it over.
Why's that?
Because I have not let Gonzo. Gonzo's like, oh, yeah, I'll help you barbecue. I'm like, no. It's a barbecue girl summer, and that's what we're doing.
I like it. What'd you do with the peaches?
Oh, my God. I grilled the peaches. Grilled peaches is like a normal thing to do on a barbecue. By the way, like, someone needs to teach me if I'm doing grilled peaches wrong. Like, do you put oil on the peaches before you put them on, or do you just put them on, like, dry and then...
Did they, like, stick?
No, not like I thought they would, but maybe that's because I was impatient and literally moving them every 5 seconds so that there was no time for them to stick. But I did, like, a grilled peach, burrata, prosciutto, basil salad.
Interesting.
Because...
I have a grilling trick for you.
Please.
If you want things not to stick, you get like a potato and rub it over the top, like just a raw potato, and that helps things. So like if you're cooking chicken or fish, it's really helpful because they tend to break off. And then if you want to clean your grill, like we're used to like those metal brushes, but supposedly they can break off and then wind up in your food.
Ew.
Yeah, so the like natural way to clean your grill is an onion, half an onion, and heat it up like with it like super hot, and then run that over. Helps clean it.
Justin, the way that I kept on saying, like, aren't we supposed to use a potato for something? Like, don't I need to like clean it with a potato? Like, why do I see people rubbing potatoes on the barbecue? Like, I brought up this potato
Yeah,
100 times, and Gustavo and Gonzo were like, what are you talking about? Like, we're not having
it's not.
potatoes. I was like, no, it's not about having the potato. It's like I'm supposed to use it for something. I just know it. So
I don't
thank
think it's like
you.
an. It's not an old school grill thing. Like I don't. I've never seen like elder black people in my family use this trick. They just deal with it sticking or put aluminum foil over it. It's a TikTok,
It's a
Pinterest thing.
TikTok thing. Okay, well,
Yeah.
catch me with my potato next BBQ. So it's 4th of July on Wednesday, with the day this
It is.
episode comes out. Oh no, on Tuesday. So the day before this episode comes out. So tomorrow. What are you guys doing? Are you doing anything patriotic?
Don't love that word, but actually had a conversation with people about you know flags and patriotism in this climate. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Yes, we are doing something. It's AJ's birthday on the 4th of July, so we are
Oh
going to
yeah.
the beach.
So
Hanging out.
fun.
Yeah, I'm in between another 2 night shifts, so we'll see how alive I am. Also have a
Yeah.
wedding to prep for this weekend, so,
Oh,
all
this
the
weekend is
things.
the weekend that you're doing the wedding.
The joint wedding down in Anaheim.
I'm also going to a wedding this weekend.
Whose wedding?
Maven Myron's, our friends
They're
here.
not married already?
No, they got engaged
I remember.
beginning of this year, end of last
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah. I remember,
Um,
yeah.
They're some of our
Nice.
good friends here, and I'm so excited to. I've never been to like a local Hawaiian wedding, so I'm excited. They're not local, but like in Hawaii,
Yeah, yeah.
in my like down the street for me. So I'm excited
Yeah.
about that.
The venue is down the street from you?
Well, it's on North Shore, and there's only
Oh.
one street on North Shore, so everything's down the street. You know.
Very true. Very cool. So is it like the whole crew? Like, is baby Garrett making an appearance?
No. These are our North Shore
Different
friends,
friends.
separate friends. Yeah.
Got it.
hmm
Well, that sounds like a black. Are you guys gonna like Uber there so you can drink? Like, what's the plan?
Well, no, my mom and my aunt are going to be here, so I'm going to have them drop us off so that they have the car, so they're not like deserted. And then,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe have them pick me up or try to Uber. There's not really Uber in the
I was gonna
countryside
say.
over here, which
Yeah.
is always a culture shock to people. They're like, yeah, we could just go out. Well, Uber. It's like, okay, you might have to wait 45 minutes for an Uber. Like, it's just not
Yeah.
as common.
Mm-mm.
But
Well, yeah. Just have them pick you up. What are they gonna be doing? Bickering?
probably. Probably. No, my mom's like, don't worry, like I'll work out while you're gone. I'm like, only my mom would say that.
Work out.
I feel like
Is she
I
gonna
had,
do like Stieg and bring weights with her? Because I just remember at your wedding, Stieg brought like an entire gym and had it set up in the garage. I was like, bless that man.
oh
Bless him.
yes, like he is dedicated. The consistency that man has is admirable. I could never, like, I haven't worked out in a week, and it's going to be so hard for me to get back into working out, like,
Yeah.
but that's why he does it
Discipline,
every single day, to just
consistency.
consistency.
I remember he was curling like the size dumbbells that I would like squat with.
No, this man is strong. Like, he is so, and he's ripped. And the fact, and like, Gonzo would be like, I can't work out with Steak because I can't keep up with Steak. And then,
I would never.
but I want to like use his stuff because I want to get to be Steak. And it's so iconic. It's
No,
like
it's-
only my mom would find a man that works out as much as she does.
Oh my god.
More than
Well, they
she
met
does.
at the gym, right?
Yeah, they met at the gym. True.
What a solid meet cute. I mean, if you're really looking for somebody with like good like discipline in their life, healthy,
Mm-hmm.
where else meet at the gym? It's a beautiful place.
There you go. Grocery stores, health food stores, and gyms.
Yeah, not the club.
Not the club. He's not at the club, girly. He's not at the club.
All right. Well, it sounds like you had a great weekend. I am praying that you guys get a lot of sleep and a lot of you guys time in these
Thank
next
you so
2
much.
days.
I'm going to go to bed at 8 p.m. the next 2 nights.
But then, like, you got to hang out with Gonzalo.
Yeah, we're hanging out we're cleaning the house. And that's our quality time. No, we're going to do a date night tonight. We were like, we have to have a date night tonight.
Perfect.
You know, reconnect, because
Love it.
I have so many things planned for my mom, my aunt, and I that Gonzo's just not a part of. I'm going to take him to my Akashic reader.
Oh.
And we're going to see if we have any past lives together, because that's just things the McGoldrick girlies like to do.
Time out. Can I please get a recording of the reading of your aunt and your mom?
Yes. I was like, I texted my Akashic reader. Right? I texted my Akashic reader. I was like, hey, I don't know if you do this, but like my mom and my aunt are coming, and like I would love to do a group reading with them to see, you know, maybe it could be healing for us all.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And she was like, yeah, I would love to do that. So I'm so interested, because I did bring up my aunt and my mom. You guys are going to think I'm so weird. Whatever. It's already out there. In my last Akashic reading, I did ask her if my mom, my aunt, my grandma, and I were witches in past life, because we all feel as though we were. And I have a white birthmark, and usually like in the witch world, if you have a white
out of all the list of possibility of things I thought you was going to come out of your mouth, that was not anywhere on my radar. Wow.
It means that you were like burned as a witch, or like you died in a fire if you have a white birthmark. So I was like, in my mind, I created the narrative that I was a witch and I was burned at the stake. And that's why Midsommar, or whatever that scary movie is where they burn all the people at the stake, is so triggering to me. Just Lindsay things, you guys. This is how my mind works. I'm being so serious.
The funny part is, like, I know you are. You're dead ass. Like,
I'm dead ass. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, this stuff fascinates me. I also got an alien talk. Oh, don't.
A what?
Alien TikTok. Oh my God. Like, I went down a bender, and now, like, I shouldn't have, because now my whole algorithm is screwed up, and I'm like seeing these weird conspiracy theories about aliens and like the Anunnakis and like specific types of aliens. And it's just a lot. Like, I don't know. If you don't believe aliens are real, I can't help you. Like, they've got to be.
Look, my thing about aliens is, do I think they look like how we depict them? Absolutely not. But there has to be life somewhere else. Like,
there's got to be in other galaxies, or just like other parallel universes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you and Jackie's theory about when you guys are dreaming, you guys are traveling to different universes, I think might be a thing.
We're traveling to different parallel universes of our lives. Yes.
Yes. Because honestly, Jackie, for the last few nights when I've been working, has been waking up exhausted. Like, she's like, I feel like I didn't sleep at all. She's like, we call it her traveling. What do you mean
the last few nights? This is Jackie and I's reality.
True. I will say consecutive, like for the last week, it's been happening like every night. And I'm like, girl, you need like a blunt or something before you go to bed, because you got to calm thoughts.
Well, I think like the fact that we are able to travel to our multi-universe self is cool and talented.
Okay. Yes, but you're like Jean Grey. She has all this power, but we need to contain it and put it in a little box, or else you get the dark phoenix.
Jackie, we need to learn how to yield our power.
Exactly. Channel it to when you need it, but when you need sleep because you have guests coming, turn that shit off.
This is why I go to the Akashic reader to circle it back, is just so she could help me understand.
But like, does understanding help calm these damn dreams down? Like, you guys have movies, not dreams, movies.
I know. Justin and Gonzo are always encouraging Jackie and I to write down our dreams, because they could be like a thriller movie. And that's why Jackie and I don't like watching scary things, is because we're dreaming it. Like, I don't want to also watch it for entertainment.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just probably anxiety that we have decided is our superpower of traveling to parallel universes. But that's what helps us. Okay.
Yeah. I think you guys can create like a series, kind of like Black Mirror, like little mini episodes of just random shit.
Oh, okay. And they could just be called Jackie and Lindsay's Dreams.
We might need a slightly more creative title than that, but yeah, working title.
Working title, Lindsay and Jackie try to go to bed. Why are Lindsay and Jackie always tired? ? And then it'll just be our dreams.
We're workshopping that. That'll
Okay.
still not.
You guys have any ideas? Just throw them our way.
Oh my god! All right, should we get into our trends?
Yeah,
we
let's
talked
do
about
it.
yours already.
Yeah, I'll just wrap it up quickly. My trend of the week is barbecuing. No surprise if you follow me on Instagram. I've posted my barbecue 4 times this week. It's iconic. It's changed my life. I'm going to be using it every day. And also a good point to bring up is that when you barbecue, you're not heating up your house like with the oven and the stove and stuff. And
Less
it's summertime, and my house doesn't have AC. So the fact that I would turn on my oven in this humid weather would be psychotic. So instead, I'll just fire up the BBQ at sunset, grill some veggies, grill some meat, live my life, make some salsa verde.
And it's like way less messy. You don't worry about grease splattering everywhere.
Way less messy.
It tastes different.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I was trying to remember what story I wanted to tell you guys so badly, and it just popped into my head as I was talking about barbecuing. It has literally nothing to do with it, but do you mind if I share?
Totally.
Okay, so Gonzo's family speaks Spanish, and this whole week there's been Spanish in my house the whole week, and like it was nice because it's helping me learn more because we don't really hear it here in Hawaii like we did in California. So I got used to like saying gracias and like using all my Spanish terminology like whenever I can in a conversation. So we're out at Bonsai Sushi and we're sitting there and the waitress like hands me something. She's another white girl, like a little 20-year-old white girl. And I'm like, gracias to the one white girl to another, just because in my mind, that's what you were supposed to say because I've been saying it all week. And then another time we were at the store, it was the same situation. And I said gracias to her too. And they were making so much fun of me, but it's like my brain couldn't switch off like who I was speaking to fast enough because I was so tired. And then Gonzo's mom hit her toe on my couch and it was painful. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, ¿quieres helado? And I thought I was saying, do you want ice? But I was saying, do you want ice cream? And I was saying it over and over and over again. And I was like, you don't want helado? Like, seriously, no helado? Like, what do you mean? She's like, no. And she wasn't correcting me. She just was like, I don't need ice cream. It's like 10 a.m. Yeah. And she was like, oh my gosh, did Lindsay like get ice cream whenever she got hurt, like growing up? And that's what she's trying to say. And then Gonzo came out and she was telling him how she hurt her toe. And I was like, she said she doesn't want any helado. And he was like, why would she want that? And I was like, for her toe. He was like, you mean ice yellow? Oh, yes, that's what I meant. So I was asking her if she wants ice cream over and over again, but I thought I was saying, do you want ice? And I was so confused. So anyways, that was my story I wanted to share.
Bless your heart. I am going to say I'm proud of you for trying and putting yourself out there.
Thank you. This is why I don't speak it. Because I'm not confident in what I'm saying. And it's embarrassing.
Hey, you got to practice a little bit because Italian is very close to Spanish. So,
like, even me saying "quieres helado" on this podcast makes me want to die because no one should hear me say it. It doesn't sound right.
I'm going to have to say your accent's pretty trash. So,
yeah, of course it is. Of course. Of course it's trash. Look at me. Anyways, what's your trend?
All right. My trends goes hand in hand with yours. I think along with, which by the way, I love the fact that you're emphasizing barbecue girly summer because again, that's some weird stereotype that we have is that all men are on the grill kind of thing. And
no, it's so fun, girlies. Kick your husbands off. Go barbecue.
Absolutely. There was this woman on this barbecue challenge show that I was watching on Netflix and she was killing it. So proud to the females. Mine is finding some kind of cocktail. Last week you talked about Aperol spritzes, but I'm saying some kind of cocktail and like mastering the shit out of it. Like not just like making the first recipe you find on when you Google it or whatever. Like trying different versions of the recipe, trying to add different things from this recipe, combining them and taste testing with your partner or your roommates or whoever. And it's like really nailing down and just honing in on this. Ours this year or this summer is the spicy margarita. And
okay, that's what you guys were doing.
Yeah, so if you saw my Instagram, the next step was like infusing the tequila with jalapenos on lime. And let me tell you, it took the margarita to the next level.
Really?
Like,
Did it change
oh
it?
my, it totally like, we didn't have to rely on like other things to make it spicy,
Mm-hmm.
like muddling jalapenos in it or like Tabasco sauce. It really gave it like that kind of like base spice to it. I still need to find a way to give it that like, I don't know how to describe it, like that like kind of like salty spice to it.
Mm.
I don't know how to describe. This is a horrible description, but I'm still working on it. Let's just say that. But it's slowly coming along. It's a pineapple one, but I also have like a mango one that I want to try. Somebody sent me a blood orange one that I also want to
Have you
try.
been seeing what's going viral on TikTok? The summer drink
About
that's going
what?
viral. A hot
Mm-mm.
honey peach margarita.
Send that.
I'll send it to you. It's
Send
that
that.
one girl. You know how this is like a whole culture I didn't know existed, but all
Yeah.
the rich families in the Hamptons hire personal chefs for the summer. And
Oh
then these
yeah.
personal chefs are all like young and cool and they make
Mm-hmm.
TikToks of like every meal that they're doing. Well, my
Mm,
favorite
yeah.
one, her name is Meredith, I think, and she showed us how to make the hot honey peach margarita. And I've
You
been
know what?
seeing everyone recreate it.
You're the second person to bring up this Meredith chick to me because somebody else I was
You would like
talking
her.
about. What is her name?
I think it's just like Meredith. I don't know. Let me find
You're
it.
the second person to bring up this like Hamptons chef person who makes drinks to me.
Yeah. No, she's really cool. She lives in New York, obviously. Meredith Wishbone Kitchen.
Wishbone Kitchen. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take a look.
And she made the hot
Um,
honey peach margarita and everyone's making it. So that would probably be so good with your spicy tequila.
absolutely. I'll bet. All right.
Okay, well once you perfect it, like drop the recipe, make us a little tutorial.
Absolutely. So yeah, working on it. It's been a lot of fun. Definitely, I like mezcal more, but Jackie likes tequila, so I'm having to jump back and forth between the two.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been fun.
So fun. I love that. I'm going to learn too. Okay. Well, those are our trends. They were very summary. Um, let's get into the stories because, of course, every celebrity decided to drop some news the literal day that our last episode came out. So we're just going to talk about those things now.
Can you say they like dropped it that day? Because a lot of these are like sudden, like
No,
not
yeah,
great
because our
things.
first story, it happened on a Sunday and they dropped the story on Wednesday.
Oh, yes. I thought the way you made it sound is like the celebrity announced this.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't think Madonna planned this out.
Madonna did not plan this news, but we'll talk about it
Speaking
now.
of, so last week, on Wednesday they announced that Madonna wound up hospitalized. It was to the point where she was like in the ICU. She had
Crazy.
like the first stories was like she had some like severe bacterial infection that landed her in the ICU. But come to find out, like I guess her daughters or something commented saying that recently she's been really kind of putting her health on the back burner and perform or trying to rehearse and practice and plan for this tour she has coming up, and she just like exhausted herself. And we all know like when you're tired it's so much harder to fight off little colds and stuff like that, and that's when you wind up sick.
Yeah.
So it literally, she danced her way into ICU hospitalization. She is out, but the tour is still, I think it's postponed, not
it's
canceled.
postponed.
One of the docs I was talking to, where we randomly brought it up, she's like, yeah, I had just bought tickets the day before for her
Really?
tour. Yeah, and then this happened. Like, she's going to get a refund.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, all of a sudden this happened. I didn't realize, first of all, that Madonna's 60-something.
Yeah. She's been an icon for years before we were even alive.
Oh, absolutely. But, of course, I pulled up pictures of Madonna, and Madonna now looks a lot different than Madonna from like 15 years ago.
You know what I found really interesting about this story was that the sources, maybe like was her daughters or whoever, kept on saying that she was trying to keep up and compete with people like Taylor Swift and Pink.
Yeah.
Why? You're Madonna. Also, interesting that they threw in Pink. I thought they would have said Beyonce. Because Beyonce's, because they were saying like they're also on stadium tours right now.
Yeah.
So
Pink.
she wants
Yeah.
to be as big as like these stadium tours. And obviously they've been getting a lot of attention. But like I haven't seen anything about Pink Stadium Tour until like, which is our next story about someone threw something crazy at her on the stage. But like
Yeah.
beyond that, I haven't really heard anything about
Neither
Pink's
have
tour.
I.
So I thought it was interesting that they included her instead of Beyonce. I would have said keep up with
Yeah.
Beyonce.
I don't know. But like, why do you don't have to?
You don't
You're
have
in a
to.
completely different league of your own. Like I don't say this in like a bad or negative way. Like you're not at your peak right now. You are touring for nostalgia purposes, for the people who grew up listening to your music. Like I doubt she's getting like new young listeners like Taylor Swift is. Like Taylor Swift is
be
on the horizon.
confusing, or not confusing. It must be stressful when your fan base, like Madonna's, skews a little bit older, where they're not making TikToks and Instagram
Sure.
posts, and so you're
Yeah.
not seeing daily like the hoopla for Madonna's tour. But there's
Yeah.
just as many people that are excited about Madonna going on tour than Taylor Swift. It's just a different demographic that's not
Absolutely.
necessarily like promoting that on social media. That's not how they grew up. That's not what they like. Their mind
Yeah.
doesn't go
And
to that.
be secure in your success and knowing that like, you know, you have your like I think like Taylor Swift speaks to like the LGBTQ, but like people call Madonna like mother, like mothers out there
Yes.
mothering. Like she is like the LGBTQ like icon for that
Yeah.
community. So like, you know, like before Padam Padam, it was Madonna and voguing in the ballrooms. And
Yeah.
do you know what Padam Padam means?
No.
It's
Padam
It's a
Padam? Can you
song.
spell that for me?
like Padam, I think. It's this song by this woman who is now been taken like by the gay community, and it means like going out and having like a gay glorious time. And supposedly it's like
Oh.
the whole gay community knows this, and like you can say, oh, or you know, tonight's about to be Padam Padam, and it's about to be lit.
No one has shared this with me, and I'm upset. I would love
Well-
to be saying Padam Padam. Padam Padam? Padam?
Padam Padam, but we're not
But
ingrained.
it's not for me.
It's not for you. Like
That's why I
I
don't
would not go and say, oh, tonight's about to be Padam Padam. It's not okay.
Okay.
For me to say
Okay.
that.
Thank
No.
you for educating me on that. Imagine me
Yeah.
now saying gracias to white racists and then saying Padam Padam to
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
go doing that on your Instagram because that
You're right.
won't be
Thank you.
cool.
This is a PSA for us all.
Yeah.
For me
Oh,
especially.
it's a song by Kylie Minogue. Yeah, it's called
First
Padam
Pop
Padam.
Smoke, now this, like, I know nothing about what's happening in music. Like, I've officially reached that age that I am no longer keeping up with what's coming out and what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea.
Really? Like Lil Uzi Vert came out with a new album. Gunna came out with a new album. Corday came out with a
I don't think
song.
that that's like really my demographic. As much as I would love for it to be, and I'm jealous of the girlies that are because they're always so much cooler than me. That like
Yeah.
when
Olivia
you said they were
Rodrigo
all
came
they
out with a
all
new
knew all the
song.
songs, Pop Smoke songs, and like all the lyrics, and then Gonzo showed me some Pop Smoke. I was like, wow, they're so much cooler than me. Your cousin and her friends. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I have no idea, and I knew one little snippet of a Pop Smoke song because it's like a TikTok song, you know, and
Yeah,
that's my knowledge.
Well, I think because I talked to our buddy Graham a lot, and he said he used to be really into music too, but he kind of is just like, I don't have the time anymore. I've kind of like, he says like aged out of keeping up with music. This is why everybody needs a friend who shares music with them, or a DJ friend. Just saying.
Yeah,
they're great
that's
to
why we
have.
have you, Justin.
They peep you on new shit. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
for sure. I did hear Olivia Rodrigo's new song though, Vampire.
Yes. It's whatever to me. I think she might fall victim to the sophomore slump that most artists fall.
Most artists do. And also like
Mm-hmm.
the way her first album came out was so iconic and like filled
Yep.
with drama that
Yep.
everyone was on the edge of their seat like listening to every single lyric, and she's not living a drama filled life anymore because we don't want her to for her mental
Yeah.
health obviously,
Yeah.
and we're just not as like what is she going to say, which
Yeah.
is toxic for her, and it's toxic of us.
It sounds so bad.
And that's literally what her song is about.
It's a
So-
cute song.
It's good. I'm excited for her whole album.
Yeah.
Well, you have to stand behind you saying you like Olivia Rodrigo more than Taylor Swift. So you're the one that needs to come and tell us all the Olivia Rodrigo updates.
Oh, I definitely will. I still need to. You and Tosh sent me all the Taylor Swift songs, and I like screenshotted them. I haven't made myself a playlist yet to study.
Just do it. It'll be so fun. You'll love it.
I'm like,
drive. Go on a drive and listen to them in the car with it really loud. That's the way. That's the way.
Do you realize how long my commute is? It's barely 10 minutes.
What about the other one? Isn't that a little bit further?
I don't drive out there anymore.
Okay, no.
Because I got that ER job. I got one at the local hospital, so I don't have to drive out there.
So now you're always at that hospital.
Always at Cottage, and it's a 10-minute drive.
Damn. Okay, well, just go on a beach drive.
That sounds like
when you're driving to Anacrime for the wedding this weekend.
Oh.
Turn it
There's
up.
so many other things I'd rather listen to for 2 hours.
No, this is trust. You're going to arrive and be like, I'm just a girl living in a world. Like, I'm the main character.
Okay, I will. Okay, this is me holding. You're gonna hold me accountable. You and Tosh, when I drive down to Anaheim, especially because I'm driving by myself, because we're taking separate cars, I will put together the Taylor Swift playlist, and I will listen on the way down there.
I feel as though you and Jackie should, since you're caravanning, right? Or she's
leaving a day later.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys should like both listen to it in the car. You can make it for both of you, and then she can like explain it to you.
Why does she need to explain it to me?
I don't know.
You don't think I can sympathize for a white girl?
No, meaning like if you're just not caring enough to really listen, you know?
Oh, got it.
Like how I did with you with Olivia Rodrigo when I made you listen to all of that and I gave you the backstory. Like it did make you more interested in the song.
That is very true. So
yeah.
But Jackie doesn't listen to Taylor Swift, so she cannot explain anything.
I know, but Jackie's friends with Swifties, so she's aware.
I almost would argue she cares less than I do.
No, I'm not arguing that she cares more.
Oh, okay.
I'm just arguing that she knows more.
I don't even know if you'd win that argument, but okay. Jackie is very much like she was obsessed with like Kygo and like Tropical House. Like that is her jam.
You're so right. Jackie's kind of like a rave girly low key.
Oh, like she loves Fred again.
Yeah.
Which we're going when he comes here to LA. Yeah, like one of me and Jackie's first concerts together was Alesso way back in the day.
Yes.
Front row. Like she likes her EDM music.
She loves it.
She's a beat girly is what she says. She doesn't listen to lyrics. I'll like be playing her like a DJ set, and DJs you like play on words. Like you take like Up by Cardi B and you play it into Everybody's Hands Go Up. And they say like you use that play on words, and I'll like play that for Jackie. I was like, "Oh, do you get it?" She's like, "Get what?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like it said up in this song, and I changed it and said
paying attention to the words.
In the. She's like, "Oh, I was just listening to the beat."
Okay, yeah, so I'm so opposite. Like if a song doesn't have words for longer than 30 seconds in the intro, like I'm out. I need the emotion of the words to like.
So like you're not an EDM person.
No. But I like certain ones because some of them have have lyrics.
Odessa.
Like obviously like Odessa. Yeah. Like but
Rufus.
if it's just a beat, it drives me nuts. And Gonzo and Jackie are the same. Another reason why Gonzo and Jackie are the same person is that Gonzo is the same thing. He just likes the beats, and he'll just like we'll be sitting here with people over or something, and he'll just turn on a set that's just beats and no words, and it like something it makes my skin crawl. Like I need a story to be told.
We need to sing along.
I want to sing along. Like give me the mic. Like let's stand on stage.
Emotion. I want to know what that artist is feeling. I want to connect with them.
What does this beat mean? Like, does it mean dance? Like, what's the beat for? What are we beat bopping for? Give me some context.
Yes.
That's the vibe.
So true. Facts. We got way off topic.
Okay, yeah. Madonna, I hope you're doing okay, and just know that we love you. We're excited for you, and no one's expecting you to dance. You could literally walk out on a stage in a bra and people would be like, "Mother!" Like you don't like. We want you to be healthy, and just a reminder to us all. You know, you can't overdo yourself.
Exactly. Coming from a person who hung out with 21-year-olds last week, like that time has passed.
That time has passed. It was a fun time.
Yes, it was. So anyway, next story.
This is all you because I don't really know anything about these.
Oh, see,
it's in green.
I scrolled down too far, and I thought we were talking about Raquel next, but we're not.
No.
The next one is we talked about it a little bit earlier. Is there's this like new trend. I hate to even call it a trend, but it first started like with there was like this guy who literally threw his phone at BB Rexa, busted her eye open where she had to have stitches, and he ended up getting arrested. And when they asked him why, he's like, "I thought it would be funny, asshole." Then next you hear at the Pink concert, somebody threw ashes on stage.
Their mother's ashes?
Their mother's ashes on stage. Like, that was the next thing I heard. Then it was, I don't know who this person is. I'm not going to lie. Kelsey Ballerini.
She's an icon. She's a country singer.
Somebody threw a bracelet and, like, literally hit her in the eye where she had to stop. And then, like, Lil Nas X, somebody threw, pardon my French, a pocket pussy up on stage.
What's a pocket pussy?
So think of, like, a dildo for women as a pocket pussy is to men.
Oh, like a fleshlight?
Yes, like a fleshlight.
Okay, I didn't know we were calling those pocket pussies anymore.
You know, yours is a much more incognito name than
that. I was like, I didn't know we were just like putting it out there like that. I thought we were calling it something else.
My bad. I'm vulgar. That's my fault. Anyway, somebody threw that on stage at the Lil Nas X, and it's like, this goes back to, I think that because of social media and our ability now to like talk shit about people behind a computer screen, it makes us feel more emboldened. I think that has transitioned to now when people pay to watch a sport, watch an act, they feel ownership over that person, that they're like supposed to just perform for them, and they owe them that performance and they can do whatever they want. This goes back to like fans saying crazy shit to athletes in the state in sports.
Paparazzi.
In the paparazzi, like harassing people, and then when these people these athletes or these stars react, we're like, oh, they shouldn't do that. Like, no, these people are being
they're like,
assholes.
Don't be famous then.
Oh yeah, like they're treating them subhuman, like they're like animals inside of a zoo cage to perform at your whim.
We have more respect for the animals.
Way more. And so I hate this trend. It's starting to become a thing. People just throwing random crap on stage, and it's got to stop. Like, it's going to ruin concerts for people. Like, some artists have like literally, I forgot who it was, but he said like, if somebody throws one more thing on stage, I'm leaving. And literally somebody just went and decided to throw their phone up on the stage, and the dude just stopped mid-act and just walked off stage. I forgot who this was. This was like months ago.
It's also just ridiculous. For general safety. Like,
yes.
You just shouldn't be doing that. It's not funny. No one thinks it's funny because everyone else that's there also paid to watch this show. And now they're also having to pay to watch the performer pause and acknowledge something that you thought was funny that's only funny to you, and then you're going to get in trouble for it. It just doesn't make sense why all of a sudden there's been like this like uptake of throwing things on stage. I think BB Rexha's was so scary because that was like an intimate theater, and a man just like chucks a phone in her face. Sir, are you okay? Wellness check on you. The woman who threw her mother's ashes at Pink, major wellness check on you. Like, first of all, you think your mom wants to be punted across?
What was the thought process? Like, were you initially saying like, oh, my mom really liked Pink, I want her to go to the concert with me, and then you just got so overwhelmed with emotion that you felt like she needed to meet Pink face to face, and so then you threw them? Like, what was the thought process?
She was like, my mom, like, I know it could have been like, oh, my mom and I used to listen to Pink, or like we had this song together, but like that doesn't mean that Pink needs to touch your mother's ashes. Like, you could have just taken her with you in your bag, you know, like have a private moment.
Also kind of odd, but you know, I'm not here to judge.
People do way crazier things than bring their mother's ashes to concerts, you know, like that. You could have just done that. And she probably, you know what, your mom would have wanted to attend Pink's concert with you, not be punted across the concert and thrown onto stage. And then where Pink was like, I don't want to touch this. Yeah. Imagine.
Well, like even the fleshlight, like, is this a used fleshlight? Like,
Is it used? Shut up. Disgusting.
Like, did the person use this and then throw it on stage? Like,
also, it's like interesting to see what objects get thrown at which people, because obviously, like, it would be like, it doesn't seem that wild that one of Lil Nas X's fans
it doesn't.
threw a
That
fleshlight.
doesn't.
Like, it's
But then
on
it's
brand.
like, and then you think about like guys like Drake, Chris Brown are very used to like bras and panties being thrown on stage.
But like someone could hit you in the eyeball with a bra and it barely does anything to you. It just startles you. But like,
yeah, but phones,
bracelets, ashes,
not acceptable.
A no. What happened to flowers?
Even flowers would be great.
Flowers would be. Oh. Wow, why don't Jackie and I have dreams about us being on stage and getting roses thrown at us? Like, that would be a great dream to have.
You know why you don't dream about that is because Gonzo and I make it seem like that's your everyday life, and you don't have to dream about it.
Okay, sure.
That wasn't good. I think that was good.
Yeah, it was good. Except I'm not getting roses thrown at me currently.
We do that hypothetically
through your actions.
Exactly.
Okay. Sure. Sometimes I would like roses thrown at me though. Just
actual
put that
roses?
out there. Yeah, or like peonies or, daffodils, lilies.
So are you going to clean it up after I throw them at you or?
No, like I just want to be asleep and then I like wake up and I'm just like covered in roses and I'm like, oh my God, how did this happen? And like my cup of coffee is like warm on my bedside table and like I can smell lemon ricotta pancakes being made and I'm like, oh my God, how did this work? Who did this? It's crazy.
You're not in a music video.
Yes, I am in my mind at all times.
Sounds like an old school Usher music video, like him serenading her in the morning.
Well, that's what I was raised on. Okay, Justin, so that's what I'm expecting.
Anyway, that's Lindsay's fantasies is being woken up with flowers.
I'm exposing myself for the psychotic human being that I am. Like, thank God we only have like 200 followers at this point. Okay,
we digress.
Next story. Raquel Leviss is finally in talks for the Vanderpump Rules season 11 return. So she's currently still in the mental health facility receiving treatment. We love that for her. Happy for her that she's there. And she hasn't seen anyone from the cast since they filmed the reunion back in May. So it's been a while and she's taken the time and for some reason now she's in negotiations. She wants to go back on the show, but the sources say that the salary negotiations are, priority for Raquel and her team.
Yeah.
But
she's trying to go for that money grab.
Honestly, as she should. She's in a mental health facility. Like, oh, you're going to take my mental health? Like, you better be paying me. These people don't get paid as much as we think that they do. Like, we see their apartments in LA. Like, they're not nice.
I think they get paid more in like these like
brand
like
deals.
they get paid to do brand deals and stuff like that. Not as much from the television.
And this season of Vanderpump Rules, where Raquel was the actual villain, brought in more viewership and more sponsorships and more commercial and advertisers that wanted to be on Bravo Network. So she does deserve a raise in her paycheck for that.
Although I don't agree with what she did. She did bring the eyeballs, and she deserves to get paid.
Exactly. And they all deserve a salary increase after that because this is their real lives at the end of the day. Like this really happened to Ariana. This is really happening to Raquel.
Where is Sandoval in all this?
So he's signed on. He was like the first person to sign back on. Like Sandoval needs the money. He single-handedly is paying his band where they're staying, their travel for the tour. Like he pays the band members. Like it's all his personal funds. So like he needs the show.
So AKA his band makes no money. So he's just self-funding.
He self-funds the band. Like he pays the guitarist to play with him. Like this is not just like a group of friends that are doing this for funsies and like hoping to make it big. Like they're employees of Tom Sandoval. So he needs the salary. He needs the show. They've already started filming. which is crazy. I can't wait to see what this next season's going to bring. I am concerned about Raquel's mental health. I'm not sure that reality TV is the place for her, but, you know, not my
Well,
decision.
I beg to differ that reality TV is really the place for anyone because it does something to a lot of people.
So true. But this was like on a international scale that she's just like the main villain of this story that has taken flight.
Well, I think this whole thing pushed it from like a niche culture to like pop culture.
To pop culture, exactly.
Like people who had never heard of Vanderpump or even gave a shit were knowing about it, talking about it, discussing it. It really shifted Vanderpump to like something that people used to watch 10 years ago to like you said earlier in one of our earlier episodes, like people will remember where they were when they found out about Scandal.
Yes.
So
they will.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm sure she's coming back. She probably wants to redeem herself. And I do think that there's a world in which she's forgiven and like she moves forward with some of the other cast members. I don't think that this means Sandoval and Raquel are going to date or be together by any means. But I think that will continue to be a storyline through, honestly, the next couple of seasons because it's just so weird. And I don't know. I hope that the time that she's taken for herself in this facility has, helped her. And Ariana's in a good place. She has a new man. She's surrounded by lots of love. She has lots of money from all her new brand deals. Like, Raquel did Ariana a favor. And I think Ariana knows that I think she wouldn't be friends with her again, but she would be like indifferent to where she's not like triggered by her being in the same room or anything, Yeah,
that's going to take a while though.
Yeah.
So. For
sure. Okay.
All right. Next one is also dealing with mental health and somewhat sad, but I feel like this I'm less like worried about this because it sounds like this person is very adept to their mental health state. So I'm talking about Pete Davidson enters rehab, prioritizing his mental health journey. So apparently he checked himself back into a mental health facility, but some friends and sources have been saying like, this is something that Pete does on a regular basis. When he starts to feel himself going off the rails, he kind of says, hey, I just need to recenter myself, reground myself, and, come back to baseline, which to me, I think sounds like somebody who's really self-aware.
Yeah, I think it's admirable.
And super admirable. And I think it's less of like, oh, he's in a crisis, having to go check himself in. I think this is just like, hey, like going in for a tune-up. And I don't need to make light of it, but that's what it kind of sounds like. And I commend him for doing it and kind of bringing a face to more men's mental health and being okay with, needing to go get like inpatient help sometimes.
Yeah, it's like he takes accountability of his behavior, of how it's affecting the people around him, and he realizes that he can't be the best person for his mom, his sister, his girlfriend, unless he's the best person to himself. And that's admirable. So I'm happy for him that he does this. And this is something that he would like joke kind of when he was dating Kim about Kanye, like, take the meds, like go to the facility. Like they're not trying to trap you. Like he was like, Kanye's whole thing was, they're manipulating me. They're trying to control me. It's like, they're not trying to control you. They're trying to assist you in, being able to live with this, with your mental health and like befriend it rather than dismiss it or negate it. So I think it's really, really cool. And, it was mentioned his girlfriend Chase Suey Wonders is standing by him. All of his friends are like very supportive. And apparently he's at the same place that like a lot of SNL celebrities people go to. Yeah. So it's a celebrity rehab center. So
yeah, which I mean, we've only heard about, but they're very plush.
Yeah, they're nice. It's not like he's going and sitting in a white chair and he's like attached to the chair. Like he's like taking accountability, working through his emotions, getting the support that he needs so that he can come out like as a better man for himself and for the people around him.
Admirable.
Snaps to you.
Good job. Good job.
Do you think it was the PETA call that put him over the edge?
Maybe, because I feel like the PETA followers and stans probably really went in on him. But also maybe this is just like a regular thing that he feels like he has to do when he, feels a little bit triggered. And maybe something happened that we don't know about that triggered him. Yeah. I hope it's not the PETA thing, because that'd be ridiculous and dumb.
Well, the PETA thing happened, and then he also ran his car into the house in Beverly Hills, and he just got I don't know, the sentencing or whatever, like, for that.
So maybe a series of events that led to this. Hey, look, all bluntness, like, if more people did this, we might have less of these, celebrities who wind up taking their own lives if we took more, like, check-ins and made it more okay to get this help way before we get to that point.
It's also easier to forgive people that have done these crazy things when they take accountability for their actions and then go to work on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, we're all going to forgive you that you made this huge mistake or that you fucked up, because we're seeing that you're taking the initiative to take steps to improve yourself, and that's all that matters.
Unlike the person who just continues to go down a very not okay path and just refuses all help and takes no accountability.
Stays in like a victim mentality rather than understanding that there's something that could be done.
It's all a spectrum, and I know that it takes a minute to get to that place to accept help and know that you need the help. So kudos to Pete.
Kudos, Pete. We're happy for you. Okay. Last story is Chrissy Teigen and John Legend welcome a baby via surrogate, which this was wild news to hear, considering Chrissy just gave birth to baby Esty 5 months ago. So she was
I didn't know
pregnant.
all this.
Yes. So she just announced, like, she announced she was pregnant. She had the baby.
Yes.
And 5 months now, baby Esty's 5 months old. And then she took to her Instagram to, like, put out the statement, like, here, welcome my new baby via surrogate.
So you can almost say John Legend had 2 women pregnant at the same time?
He absolutely had 2 women pregnant at the same time.
The scandal.
So basically what she outlined, and I was appreciative of this, she said it, she posted it to her Instagram. She didn't, like, go to page 6 to announce her birth, and then they, like, sources said, no, like, she literally wrote on her Instagram after they lost baby Jack, she always wanted 4 kids. So they were looking into having 2 surrogates at once, one to carry a boy, one to carry a girl, to have, like, a twin situation, because she wasn't sure that she'd be able to carry, like, emotionally again. And then after, like, a therapy appointment, she said to John, like, I just want to try to carry a baby one more time. And they went through IVF, and she got pregnant. At the same time, they were still going through with the surrogate because they weren't sure if the IVF was going to take, so, like, they were doing the 2 things at once. And fun fact, their first 2 kids, Miles and what was the other one's name? Miles and Luna, were also conceived through IVF. So that's interesting. She never had, like, a traditional pregnancy, which just shows us women that pregnancy comes in all forms. And so when she got pregnant before the surrogate did. The surrogate, the first time it didn't take, the second time it did, and they became, like, besties with the surrogate. So she was over at their house all the time. She mentioned they would watch Vanderpump Rules together. Surrogate's name is Alexandra. She said that she's part of her family. They treated her like family. And then she just gave birth to their son, Ren Alexander Legend, middle name after Alexandra, the surrogate.
That's really cool. And for 2 things. One, this sounds expensive as shit.
Oh, yeah. This is a celebrity thing. Like, this is not for us common people.
Doing IVF and surrogate at the same time, like, holy hell. That's like...
Holy hell.
like, would you say like hundreds of thousands of dollars? Like,
Yes.
because I feel like from what I know about surrogacy is, the more money you pay, because it's not like a set thing across the board. Like, oh, to
No.
be a surrogate, it really is like the more money you pay, I don't like to use the word control you have over the surrogate's life, but the more input you can, like, you need to have this kind of diet. I need you to do this.
Or like the quality, like you can choose, like, yeah, exactly. The diet that the surrogate has, the like mentality the surrogate has, like what their day to day looks like, what their family life is like, all factors that could influence a pregnancy.
Like, I feel like Kim Kardashian's surrogate isn't eating McDonald's every day,
No, Kim Kardashian's surrogate was getting delivered meals from Kim Kardashian's chef. Like, and they take care of them, because it's they're carrying their child.
And I will say, like, I've known somebody personally who was a surrogate just for like a modest family, and that paid a lot. And so I can only fathom what these celebrities are paying these women.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, it's like a year of giving your body away for a whole year. Yeah. And being pregnant is physically and emotionally demanding. Mm-hmm. And postpartum is physically and emotionally demanding. Yes. So it's just, oh my gosh, actually we went and visited
little blonde baby
Elio. And being Andy's, her mom is here helping. And so we went over there for brunch with Gonzo's parents, and I have never seen them so exhausted in their lifetime. It's like they're so tired. Like, I looked at them and I was like, you have never been more tired in your life. Like, it is insane, the exhaustion that's just like over their faces.
How old is baby Elio now?
He's 3 weeks.
Jackie and I were just we've been talking about babies a lot because friends have been having kids and people keep asking us. We keep talking about the first 3 weeks are just, you simply have to get through them, and we shouldn't romanticize those first 3 weeks.
No. And B was like, you will not be doing your podcast at this time. She was like, you will have to pause the podcast because she's there's no way. There's no way you'll be able to. And I was like, damn. But she's like looking cute in her little dress, having us over for brunch, but they were tired. And it was a good reality check for my ovaries.
They probably mustered up all the energy they had just to have you over for those few hours.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, what were we talking about?
Chrissy Teigen and John Legend's baby, surrogates.
That's crazy that they were both pregnant at the same time, and they were trying to do two surrogacies at the same time to have twins. It's pretty gnarly. John Legend out here like Nick Cannon, just got multiple babies and multiple women at the same time.
I know, wild. And she's like, okay, now we're done. Like, our family's complete.
So they got 4 kids?
4 kids.
See, that's another, like, after my experience with grocery shopping for 4, 21-year-old girls and how much I spent for 4 days at Costco.
But you're comparing 21-year-old girls eat a lot more than 4 little kids, and you're buying alcohol. Like, you're not buying alcohol for your kids.
Hold up. First of all, let me finish. Second of all I'm saying is kids are expensive, and to have more, like 4 children, I think you have to, like, for me, logically, like, you got to be wealthy as shit to feasibly, economically, like, live in California and have 4 kids. Like, if you live in, like, I don't know, Montana with 4 kids, go right ahead. Pop them out. A dime a dozen. Whatever. But 4 kids in LA or Santa Barbara or New York, Hawaii, that's expensive.
You're so right. I think about that often as well, because I would love to have 4 kids if I was rich.
Oh no.
But because I would just like love to have a big family, and I think it'd be so fun, and I would like love to have my children to have multiple siblings. Yeah. But I also, like to travel, and I like to shop, and I can't.
Yeah, I hesitate to say this, but in all honesty, like, Jackie and I are very much on a 1-kid path. The only way I would consider having 2 is if I was in a completely different tax bracket. And I know that sounds fucked up and you can judge me for it, but
Yeah, I mean, it's personal to everyone.
Yeah.
What works for you works for
What I want
you.
to provide for my kid and all that, like me personally, like I would have to
Yeah,
be up there to do that.
for sure. It is a daunting feeling. Gonzo's mom was like holding Elio, being like, I'm ready. Look how beautiful I look with a baby. Like, no pressure, but I'm ready for a baby. And I'm like, okay.
Are you
And
gonna help
here's the
pay for
thing.
this child?
I also like really want a baby. Like, I would love
Yeah,
to get pregnant
we all know.
soon. Like, I'll get pregnant in Italy on our honeymoon. Like, I love that for me. But it is the money aspect is very daunting. However, Gonzo's mom
Yeah,
did tell me, I was telling her this because I was like,
yeah,
I would get pregnant now, but like
yeah.
I don't feel like I'd be able to give the life. And she told me the story that, like when she got pregnant with Gonzo, they were newly immigrated to the US. She was
Mm-hmm,
not
mm-hmm.
planning on having, she's like, we lived with people, like we were planning on having a baby. But like once Gonzo came, like everything fell into place. And there's like a saying in South America, and I'm not going to say it in Spanish, but it's like a baby brings like a loaf, comes with like a loaf of bread under their arm. Like they bring prosperity with them. And she goes, that's when everything started lining up and working out for them, was when Gonzo came in, that he's never gone without. And she believes that he helped bring prosperity to their family.
Unless my child comes with like an endorsement deal to Nike.
You're like, I don't need any more bread. I want an endorsement deal from Nike. Okay.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't do gluten. So.
Oh, you don't? What about the lemon ricotta pancakes?
I mean, I'm joking. I do gluten, but like, I don't need more bread.
I know. But, like bread, bread money. That's what it's saying.
Oh.
Like
I mean, yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. Like, if my baby came out with a Gerber baby deal, bet. I'll start popping them out left and right.
You guys would have a Gerber baby, though. Like, it would be cute enough to be a Gerber baby.
Yeah, but like, do people use Gerber baby food anymore? I feel like
I think Gerber
like,
is still a big baby brand.
is it really?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like the circle, maybe I'm just around a bunch of bougie ass people. It's like everybody makes their baby's food.
Facts. Facts. They're like, oh, you bought baby food? I made mine. I pureed my carrots from the farmer's market this morning. You're going to feed your baby processed baby food? That's
like, you don't have a garden in your backyard that you feed your baby from? Like, no.
My
no.
baby only gets produce from the farmer's market. Organic, pesticide free.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's how we will be. We're making fun of people that we will be, and that's why we need to be rich.
Exactly. It's just like we want to be able to provide those things. And like, if my kid wants to learn whatever, like I want to be able to do that. And, or do, like, yeah.
Same, but I also just like want a baby. So
I don't have that same desire. So
I know.
bad.
Everyone's on
okay, guys.
Timeline.
Huh?
Everyone's just on a different timeline.
Absolutely. I was talking to one of the husbands this weekend about how our wives tend to make all these baby pacts with people, and like almost none of them hold true. Like everybody ends up having a kid a little bit different timeline. And I was like, yeah, Jackie's done signed up for like 4 different baby packs, and here we are. No child.
Because it sounds so fun. Like I would love to line up a pregnancy with one of my friends just to like have the support.
Yeah.
And, celebrate and be excited together. And, your life really changes a lot when you have a baby. So you want like the people around you to like understand that change that you're going through. So you feel like you have support, someone to talk to. So I totally get that. I would love that. I feel very fortunate that I have so many friends that are moms already, that I'm already going to have like that community. But being the first person in your group seems so scary.
Absolutely. And especially if you're the first person and like way before everyone else.
Yeah. And like, listen, all of my friends that are moms are like actually the best, cutest moms ever. And, they will tell us, they would listen to this conversation and say to us, you guys are delusional. Like, it's not like that at all. You'll be fine. It's really not that serious. And your love for your baby overtakes all.
It is. I was thinking about that big baby.
There's a lot of big babies.
Yeah, there are. There are a lot of big babies, but there's some that are very big.
Okay, that wraps it up for pop culture. Let's chat about some TV, Justin. You finally started watching The Bear?
Yes. Oh my God. And first of all, I'm past you because I had to
What's
get to episode 6.
okay? We just watched the episode where the cutie pastry chefs in Denmark,
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Yeah.
But that's who I was talking about, Will Poulter. Everybody, the
Yes,
internet
and
went
then
ablaze.
okay, right when he came on the screen, I was like, Justin told me that he was going to be in this.
Like, I'm a straight male, but Will Poulter with like the tattoos, the
Oh,
accent, making pastries,
oh, tell me about it.
like,
Tell me about it. I was like,
damn.
this is the guy from We Are the Millers. Talk about a glow up.
Oh my God.
Talk about a glow up.
Do you remember his eyebrows?
Yes, I was like, I didn't think he was hot ever. Now I'm like, okay,
Whew. Yeah, no,
make me that
he
pastry.
yeah. The whole time I thought he was going to be that like super mean chef and like blow up at him, but like he was so like loving and like just do it again. Do it again. Do it
Patient,
again, chef.
but stern.
Very patient.
Like
Yeah.
you're fine. I'm not going to baby you, but like I'm not going to be mean to you.
Yeah. Which
A
I thought that
mentor.
was really cool. Yeah, really cool mentor. That episode was really dope. I like that one a lot. I'm not going to talk about episode 6 a lot, but it's people say it's like one of the best written episodes, not only in the series but across the board. It was very good. You get a little background on the Berzino family, and
I was
it's like
waiting
a
for that.
flashback. Yeah, it's a flashback to, before his brother passed away, holiday time. It was so well written. Let's just say their family is very chaotic and very Italian.
Does it give you like the same type of vibes as Shameless?
Yes, like very just constantly yell, like the entire house is yelling at each. Yes, yes, yelling at each other at all times. Drunk.
It's literally
mean.
What's this guy's name? I know we've like given a report on him.
Who?
The main guy in The Bear.
Oh, Allen. Something Allen White.
Jeremy Allen White. Jeremy
Yeah.
Allen White. He was also in Shameless. Obviously, that's how we heard of him from the first place. Yep. And it's interesting that he's now in like a second series that's that same
kind of dysfunctional family. Yeah. The episode lived up to the hype. It was very, very good. I can't wait to talk to you about it. But
I'm excited.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
I think there's only like 10 episodes in this season, so it's starting to ramp up. Like, do you think they're gonna finish this restaurant in time?
Yeah, I think that'll be the last episode.
Yeah. What's your feelings on Sid? Is that her name? Sydney?
Yeah, I honestly feel as though that Sydney is all of us trying to start in a career. Like, I have felt myself totally
Self-doubt.
understanding her so many times of being like getting into something that she knows nothing about but knows a lot technically, and the difference between having the like technical
Real
knowledge
life.
and putting it into real life, and like being somewhere from the ground up and starting from the beginning is so much more difficult than walking into an already established company, restaurant, anything. It's just so different. And I like totally see where she's coming from and a lot of things. And it was kind of about like that one episode where where Carmine ditched her to go like help his ex-girlfriend. And she was just going around and everyone was saying like, make sure you're working for someone you trust. And that like,
she started thinking it.
It obviously opened her eyes like, shoot, I'm not getting taken into consideration the same way I'm putting them into consideration in every aspect of my life, and like fighting with my family about it on like, on the back end that maybe they're not aware of, that you're like really fighting for this lifestyle or this job or this position. But I don't know.
I think I identify with her for different reasons, but I agree with that, like totally starting out a new like space, but also being like a person of color coming from a family who emphasizes like certain career paths. And when you decide to choose a career path that isn't what is deemed as a stable job, and trying to have confidence in that, and them always trying to tell you otherwise, like I wish I was able to do that growing up and, have that confidence to go pursue that. So she's dope. I think that, I don't know. I don't think it's going to end well. I think I have this inkling that she's going to wind up going somewhere else to work.
And I wouldn't be upset if she did. I wouldn't be upset at her. I would be upset because I want her in the show because I like her. But I wouldn't be mad at her for going somewhere else.
It's going to be like Nate, kind of. I feel like Nate from Ted Lasso.
You think she's going to have like that type of like villain arc though?
No. I don't think it's going to be that type of villain arc, but I think it's going to be similar to where she's going to leave and go somewhere else and thrive and do really well, and then maybe might wind up back at the Bear.
Like take what she's learned.
Mm-hmm. Because it seems like she has very good connections with like other places where like that one guy's like, hey, if you ever need anything, like hit me up kind of thing. So
yeah, because she's a good worker. Well, you know what? What's the pastry chef's name? Why can't Michael? What's his name?
I think it's Marcus.
Marcus.
Yeah.
When Marcus was talking with the hot pastry chef, and he was saying like I thought I was the best, and then I started working alongside someone that was better than me, and it made me realize I will never be the best, but I learned a lot from him. Was he talking about Carmine?
I don't know. I got that kind of feeling
think so.
Also. Because like they have to know each other because Carmi set it up.
Set it up. I think he was talking about him because when Sid brought up to Carmi like I want to send Marcus somewhere, he was like I got someone in Denmark.
Yeah.
So I think
like,
that
automatically.
Yeah, I think that's the story. Like he was telling the story of him working alongside.
Yeah. Well, and then that makes sense because one little thing about episode 6 is Carmi describes being in Denmark and like feeding the cat that Marcus feeds also. So he definitely like was on that same boat, did that same thing. So
yeah. Maybe. So I thought that was cool. I thought the conversation between the two of them when they talked, Marcus and the hot chef, when they talked about like siblings and just like their backgrounds and stuff was like a really good what am I trying to say? Scene.
Absolutely. The writing on the show is excellent. I'm really depressed that this writing strike is going on because this show is good. It's very good.
Can the networks just give them some money? Like we need them.
Well, you know the actors are about to go on strike.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you know who the president is for the Actors Guild?
Who?
Fran Fraser, I think her name is.
Fran Drescher?
Drescher, yes.
From the
She's
Nanny?
The president, yes.
Fuck yeah, she is. The Nanny shaped me as a woman. The reason I am the way I am today is because of Fran Drescher in The Nanny and Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde. Those two women raised me.
When I heard that, I was like, that is the most random thing. Like, yeah,
I'm obsessed
she's the president.
With that for her. I'm obsessed. Thank you for telling me. That was the best fun fact I've ever heard.
Yeah, she was like addressing the public about the talks and negotiations because our actors are really worried about AI and them taking like they're more worried about like small time actors who usually pay like filler roles. Mm-hmm. They're worried that because some studios are saying, oh, we want to film you for just a day, scan you, and then use your likeness ongoing forever.
Oh, so like Joan is Awful.
Literally like Joan is Awful. So like
Crazy.
That is actually a thing that artists or actors are worried about and concerned about.
That is
especially
scary.
With like deep fake stuff. Like Kendrick Lamar used it where it's like his body, but they put on somebody else's face. So they can easily bring in like some no-name actor, but then put on Will Smith's face if they get like the rights to his likeness. Like it's totally a thing.
Oh my God, the actors, like, you guys got to band together, stick together, say no to this one. We don't want this.
No, we do not. So,
creepy.
Yeah, anyway, moving on. You watched this movie, which I heard this movie might not be factual.
Really?
Yeah, I heard like this movie is like, it's a, what do you call, not even dramatization. It's like a folklore amongst the like, chip community.
But this man is real.
The man is real and he goes around telling this story, but supposedly it's
maybe just like different. The way it went down is different.
I heard very, very different. Like
yeah. Okay,
but go ahead, you can talk
I'm gonna look into that, but Gonzo and I watched it's a great family film if you're with your family. Flaming Hot on Hulu. It's the story of the man who created Hot Cheetos. And it was so good. It was entertaining. It was an inspirational story. I finished watching it and I was like, wow, we could really be whoever we want to be if we just put our minds to it.
Yeah,
and that was the whole thing. I'm not going to get into it too much, but essentially, like, the guy who created Hot Cheetos was very, very low on the totem pole. In the movie, he's a janitor, but I don't know how factual that is. In the Frito-Lay factory, and he created Hot Cheetos to speak to the Latinx community. So it was a really cool story. Saved Frito-Lay, you know, they were competing with Pepsi, whatever. And I loved it. Or no, Pepsi owns them. They were competing with someone else. So it was a really good movie. Highly recommend. Nice. And then the other thing I tried watching, I'll briefly mention because it is just like so odd. Not so odd, but I'm not the target demo for this, is actually I think I would be Kim Cattrall's new show, Netflix show, Glamorous. Yeah. It's like about Kim Cattrall's character used to be a supermodel. Now she owns a luxury beauty brand that's super popular, but you know, it's getting a little stale. And this young LGBTQA plus man, I think he identifies as man. I don't know what he identifies as, so I'm not going to say it, but they work in a makeup counter, and this is the products that they use, and they're like trying to become social media famous. It's almost as if they based the main character off of Bretman Rock. That's what it was giving me. I was like, are they just
ripping off
duping Bretman Rock right now? Like, it's nuts. Except it all takes place in New York. And it's just like, it's cheesy, but an easy watch. It's like giving Emily in Paris cheese level maybe times like 5.
Yeah. I won't be watching.
Good to watch.
What do you rate it? Like A through F? What do you rate it? Like, I rate The Bear A.
Yeah, The Bear is an A+. Like Ted Lasso, A+. Like Glamorous, like a C+. You know, an easy watch, entertaining, quick for the girlies. Something that I throw on like while I'm folding my laundry, you know?
C's get degrees, so
C's get degrees. C's get viewers.
Yes, absolutely. So, all right, guys. Last but not least, let's wrap it up with a little bit of sports. Unfortunately, according to our sports analyst, we are in the dog days of summer, and I never knew what that meant until today. Apparently, we're in a slow season for sports, which means ain't shit really to talk about it. But I mean, like, football training camps are about to start. Baseball is like midway through the season, which the one thing I know about baseball is like there's 100-something plus games. And the first half of the season, nobody really gives a shit about because it doesn't truly matter until like after the All-Star break. So like we're at that point in baseball where it's like halfway through, nobody really cares. And supposedly there's this guy on the Los Angeles Angels. I don't want to try to say his name, but Otani, he's a Japanese baseball player who's like a really dope pitcher, and he's like a home run hitter, which is totally unheard of. He's somebody to look out for. But as far as like big breaking sports news, NBA trade windows coming up.
That's really it. It's really just baseball's happening right now. I did think this Otani story is super interesting though, because he's surpassing all of these records that like Babe Ruth holds, but he's also a pitcher. So he hit 2 home runs in the same game that he was pitching in, and he's already hit 31 home runs this year. Like, that's pretty nuts. Yeah. And it's just almost unheard of to see like a really good heavy hitter and a pitcher all wrapped into one person. But that's really it, you guys. That's sports.
That's all I got.
Nothing to share with the dinner table with your dads this weekend. Sorry.
Yeah, it'll be very boring.
Otani.
Talk about golf.
Ask your father if he thinks golf is a physical sport. And I think that would set the dinner table conversation for a solid hour. So you're welcome. Sometimes you just need like that one conversation starter that's going to, you know,
poignant.
That just, you know, not political, not religious, not like about your life. It's just like, oh, let's just discuss, is golf a physical activity? You're welcome.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, you guys, that wraps it up for us. Another long ass episode. Thanks. Love you. Please follow us on Instagram. You can follow Justin and I personally. We're stepping it up on there. Where Justin's posting reels, I'm posting stories. We're barbecuing. Like, Justin's making his spicy margs. Come through. Come watch us. You can watch us on YouTube always. Sorry for my camera quality this week. And listen to us on Apple and Spotify. Please rate and review. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. And if you are watching on YouTube, please give this video a thumbs up.
Oh,
okay. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you, guys. Happy 4th of July. And
yes, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th. Get outside, barbecue. Don't light yourself on fire. Be safe with fireworks.
Let's watch
please.
Fireworks this year. Let's not light them. I've already seen some crazy ass videos.
People are so stupid. Anyway.
Be safe, you guys. Eat a hot dog. What?
Something just fell.
Okay.
Bye.